in this photograph right here has lived a very storied life, and then some. He has dined with Jane Fonda, met Ronald Reagan at the White House, been to the Grammys, opened up his East Side home to Playboy magazine for a photo shoot there. He's also done a little bit of everything. Short order cook, art collector, film buff, race car driver, and more.
That's right. Donald Baumgartner is the subject of a new book called With the Wind at His Back, The Charmed and Charitable Life of Donald Baumgartner. And Donald joins us now along with author Kurt Chandler. Is it Chandler or Chandler?
Chandler will work fine.
There we go. Thanks for being here, gentlemen.
Good morning to you.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What a resume. When you look at somebody talk about your life or write about your life and all the things that you've experienced, does it feel that full and that incredible to you?
After 88 years, I can assure you it feels exactly that full.
That's a good life to have lived.
And I almost wish we'd write a sequel to it because of all the stuff we didn't put in the book.
Really? That's pretty incredible to have a full list like that. When you think about some of the things that you have on your list of having driven cars, you've sailed yachts, you're a short order cook, all of these different things, what are you most proud of in your life?
I think I'm most proud of the fact that I've had enough success that I've been able to accumulate enough money so I could give some away.
Yeah.
But the charitable giving is probably the nicest and most exciting part of my life.
Where do you like to give your money?
To the arts. We like to focus it. You can spread it around, but instead of doing that, Don and I have focused giving what we have the ability to give to the various arts, to the Milwaukee Art Museum, the Milwaukee Ballet, the Florentine Opera Company, Milwaukee Film Festival. These are our major charities.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to somebody the other day who had a very long marriage, a fulfilling marriage, and one of the things we talked about was sharing common interests. Do you feel like for you and your wife, Donna, that that's been important? I mean, you talked about the arts.
Donna has followed me everywhere. She followed me across the Atlantic. If you read the book, you saw that we had a horrendous trip across the Atlantic. Donna was there at my side at the wheel. Donna has been, when she races cars with me, I mean, whatever, we travel together, we do everything together.
That's pretty incredible. And I know when you said you donate all this money, in fact, the Milwaukee Ballet, it's going to be called the Baumgartner Center for Dance when it reopens and opens here in the fall of 2019. Has it opened yet?
No, the building is under construction.
Okay.
It's coming out, it's out of the ground. You can see the construction is in a wonderful lot, very close to the lake.
Yeah.
Near the Italian Community Center. It's time for the ballet to get a new home.
Yeah,
That's
beautiful.
Neat. Kurt, why did you pick Donald as the subject for your book? How did you guys meet?
Well, I ran across Donald occasionally when he was at the Art Museum on the board as the president, chairing up committees and very involved in the Calatrava project. I was a reporter at the time for Milwaukee Magazine, and I wrote about the museum quite a bit. And then I happened to hear one day that he was giving away his company, essentially, to his employees in an employee stock ownership plan. I thought that was pretty courageous and a bold move. And I also heard him talk about his adventures in life, his sailing the Atlantic, touring Europe in a race car and things like that. And I thought, well, this could be a really interesting biography. And Donald is a terrific storyteller, so that made my job a little bit easier. So I approached him and we sat, talked about his life. Donna joined us, and voila.
What do you find most fascinating about his life?
I think it's remarkable that he's still driving race cars, traveling the world, and has been such an influential donor to the Arts Museum. You mentioned some groups that he's given to. Well, add the Florentine Opera, Sculpture Milwaukee, of course the Ballet, Milwaukee Film, which opened last week. So he and Donna are just instrumental, I think, in increasing the caliber of arts in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Were you born and raised here in town?
I was born in Chicago, but I was raised here. We moved here when I was about 3-4 years old, so my earliest memories are of Milwaukee.
Yeah.
One of the things I love talking about with visiting actors, artists, performers is how good they feel about the art scene in Milwaukee. How do you think it is? Do you think there's a lot of room for growth? Overall, what's your impression of it?
Well, my impression of it is that we have a fabulous art scene here in Milwaukee compared to other cities of our size. There are very few cities the size of Milwaukee that have both an opera company and a ballet company. I mean, we are unique. We also have a wonderful symphony orchestra. I mean, we are very fortunate in Milwaukee to have the art community that we do.
Yeah.
And that's why I support it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the Calatrava, because you met Mr. Calatrava as well, and you really are credited to supporting and backing his vision to create that beautiful building that we have here in town. As someone who did not grow up here, I think that is one of the most beautiful landmarks of our city.
Well, it started when we decided to put an addition onto the museum. We formed an architectural selection committee, and we traveled around looking at various architects and interviewing architects. Most architects love to do an art museum. That's a major project for them. And we went to Japan, we traveled to Europe. We got to Lyon, France, and there, sitting on it was a railroad station, a Calatrava design. It looked like a great white pterodactyl, and I looked at it with the rest of the committee, and we started to giggle and said, what the heck would this look like in Milwaukee? Wouldn't this be something to have a building like this? So Calatrava was an easy and instant choice.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning.
Yeah, I mean, it separates our city too, and I think it's something that, you know, people from out of town, you love to take them and look at it and discuss all that's there. You have a wonderful opportunity for people to get a hold of your book and to meet you. The book signing is happening this coming Monday, October 22nd. That's at 7 p.m. at Boswell Book Company on Downer. That's happening tomorrow, which is absolutely fantastic. You'll be there, I'm assuming.
You bet I'll be there.
Sharing some stories.
Will Donna come?
Donna's at my side always. She's in the back of the camera as we speak.
Love that.
Really cool.
Oh,
So
thank you
great
for
to
being
meet
here.
you.
Molly, Tiffany, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
It was
Thanks
an
for
honor.
sharing your book with us
You
and
bet.
your life with us too.
Thanks
We
very much.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you.